So then we're gonna do Earth signs. June. My name's Soraya. Welcome back to my channel. I was just super meditating on the energy, so we're gonna cleanse our space. Check out my Facebook, Awakening with Me. Feel free to donate, or I'm open for readings. I'm open for healings. I'm open for channeled oracle messages. Yeah, welcome to my channel. Sit, grab a cup of tea, just chillax a minute. Allow yourself to be open to the messages. Ask you to breathe and connect to your grounding centered space. We have to clear the energies of Capricorn today. We ask for you to clear our minds, open and cleanse our chakras. We call on our personal team of guides and angels. We call on our oversoul, our inner child. Please be present at this time through the reading. We call on our intuition. Koyitiki moyanatana. We call on our ancestors. I ask to be open to any guides or angels that need to come through for this read, for this energy. Is this a personal oracle message, or is this a Capricorn June energy? Capricorn June energy. All right, hello, welcome. I hope everybody's doing well. We have an eclipse on the 10th. It's huge, huge, huge. And I did a video on the Sagittarius moon and Sagittarius energy yesterday. It's uploading right now. I did a Leo energy, the sun, well, you'll have to check it out if you're called to. The eclipse is huge. And it's a recalibration. It's a reset of all of us, everything. Everybody's feeling it. It is officially the age of awakening. Officially. So anybody who's going through shadow work, know that you got this. Stay strong. Connect to that center point strength energy within you. Learn to open your mind. Release the toxic thought process. And learn to connect with your angels and guides. It's really going to help you through this shadow work process. Everybody on earth has to do the shadow work. Everybody. There's no getting to heaven or 5D, 10D, whatever you want to call it, heaven on earth, without doing your shadow work. Shadow work is cleansing our energy, cleansing our minds, cleansing our souls from past life, from trauma, from our soul's blueprint. It has to be done. There's no way around it. So I send you strength. I send you love. You can do this. Connect to your soul. Connect to your guides and angels. It seriously helps a lot. Okay, here we go. Dive right in. When I was rocking the singing bowl, somebody or something, someone, some of us, there you go, that's Betty. Some of us are having a hard time touching our feet to the ground. Know that that is part of our past lives and the times where we've been hurt or traumatized from our soul's connection. So they're really urging that message to come through to open you up to the truth of your strength, your divinity, your God spark. Your inner soul is guiding you through this process. Stay strong in that space. Don't be afraid to touch the ground, for that's where we find our peace. That's where we find our strength. That's where we find our grounding. It's so important for us to open up those earth chakras within our feet and lower and connect to that earth energy to flow through this activation to strengthen ourselves, our guides, and release our ancestors from that. Speaking of that, I just did a ancestral and inner child clearing and protecting yesterday on my Facebook, Awakening with Me. I do healing circles usually every Wednesday if I'm called to. So feel free to check that out, Awakening with Me at Facebook. I do a lot of personal reads. I do a lot of energy reads there. It's a easier space than YouTube at the moment. Shh, scared the shit out of me. I hear defiant. Defiant? Why are you being defiant? Somebody's being a stubborn. You're learning to flow and release darkness. I'm seeing it almost looks like a Capricorn symbol, but it's a little different. It's very Norse pagan. It's almost like a black dragon. And at the end of the dragon, his tail is a spiral. Now, spirals mean magic, but they also mean connecting to our soul's maze. And I think both is true in this space, in this energy. So, we are learning to connect to our earthly grid and rise with that space, but connecting to our ancestral knowledge, our ancestral wisdom, in that growth, in that space. And it's quite beautiful. It's very beautiful. Sorry, this is really distracting me. It's great music, but it's a little distracting. So, what do we want to hear? You're so antsy because you're not grounded. Capricorn energy. I hear stay fluent. They really want us to stay grounded in our synthesis, synchronicities, in our passions, in our growth. I see like a pentacle, and we're moving through the pentacles like we're moving through our chakras, and and then it turns into Kundalini energy. So being grounded is really, really, really important. I keep dancing my feet on the ground. Maybe I can help that energy ground out. I feel like it's taming a lion. I don't know. Mars moves into Leo right after. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know where that came from. It moves into Leo right after the eclipse. They really want us to stay grounded through this energy, through this transformation. They say, do not fear your past, for it's your way to your future. Oh, so cool. My ancestor cards. I have no idea when I'm yawning. I am not tired at all. I know the activations have been really, really intense. So if you're going through a deep activation and you're having a hard time functioning, self-love, seriously, self-love, nurture yourself, nurture your family, do whatever it is you need to do. The ancestors are really coming through big. There's why. You're going through a huge, yeah. We have the Four of Arrows, but this one is death and transformation because the butterfly's up there. We have the ancestral wisdom is resting within your bones. It's resting within your cells. It's resting within your DNA and your ancestors as above, so below. As we connect to our tree wisdom, as we connect to our Celtic tree of life, our ancestors are above and below. We are connected to all. We are the center pivoting point between the heavens and the earth. We are that center pivoting point between the heavens and the earth. So they say, do not fear touching the ground, my love. Do not fear grounding your space in the earth, my love, for it's going to bring divine wisdom and divine activation. It's going to connect you to your ancestors within your blood, within your DNA, within the air, within the earth. Beautiful message. That was a beautiful message. Got the Queen of Wands. One more. Ooh, yeah. Too many more. Somebody, let's see. The World card. Look at that Leo lion. I don't know why Leo has been coming in so strong, but this World card is a, wow, it's beautiful. He's an oak. He's the green man. He's a new start. He's a fresh start. All of the elements are prominent within us, so remember to move forward in that space. The Ten of Swords is reversed. So we have the opportunity to move forward in love. Do not be arrogant, my loves. Do not be forthright. Do not act higher than thee. This King of Cups is like very King of Swords energy. He's like, there's no love. There's no flow in his energy at all. So if we let that ego die within us, let them dogmas die, let that conditioning die, release that pride, release the destruction or the never having enough, being good enough, wanting more, finding our worth in material objects. If we release that, we will have this new start in the world in the Ten of Cups. It's time to let go of that space so we can move forward in that. Okay, I'm listening. Remember to stay strong. Maybe we need to learn some shielding. Like I'm shielding myself from outside energies that are not for my highest good and highest light. It's important for us to remember that. Your sacral chakra and your throat chakra, your ear chakras, they're activating at a higher level and higher degree. Allow yourself to move forward in that space. Stay strong. Remember that as part of this solar flare activation. It's important for us to move into the next level of our awakening, of our journey, of our own personal journeys. Any other messages that need to come through? I hear tremendous. Synchronicities. Don't miss out on any opportunities. Don't fear missing out on any opportunities. There's going to be a gift from the moon. This new moon brings new victories, brings new momentum, brings new motions. Somebody needs to definitely work on inner child work. Like there's such a dark heaviness to the Capricorn energy. They're really